Jayar Jackson, Robert Littal, here to get you going on your Monday, your post-NFL Week 8.
Week 8, it's almost halfway over. Can you believe it already?
I know I can't believe it. The only way I can keep track is to see how many wins my Rams have.
Hey.
That's how you know how many weeks it's been. Now, maybe finally when we have our bye, which I'm still going to look up when it is, that's when I'm going to be all thrown off. Either way it goes, because I'm considering us to go 17-0 in the regular season.
Really? Okay.
Because we don't have a bye week, do we?
See,
we just win.
See, I don't like that. I think that puts too much pressure on you. Because the only thing I can remember when someone says 17-0 is the Patriots going all the way and then losing to Eli Manning.
That's exactly. Actually, this when we made our picks on Friday for this game. First off, people were picking against us with the Broncos. They picked against us with the Packers, and I was like, you know what? I don't think we're going to go undefeated. And I would rather that, but I still can't say this week we're going to lose. But some point along the way, it almost makes it easier. You get to relax now. There's not that random, pointless monkey on your back. When the Warriors were breaking the record that year, guess what they did in the finals?
And they lose, right? I think it's too. With the social media age, I think it's different than if this was 10, 15, 20 years ago. I think this is, it would be, you hear about it a little bit. But in the social media age, it's going to be the pressure. And if you lose, I wonder how much that affects athletes these days. Right. That if you lose or if you slip up, you make a bad play, it's not just your local TV or ESPN that's going to talk about it. Everybody's going to be in your mentions, your comments, your Facebook, your Snapchat. Everybody, they're going to replay, they're going to remix it. They're going to remix your era now. That's what they do. They're going to make memes about it. They're going to do Photoshops. The Jordan cry face still out there. They're going to do so much if you mess up. I wonder, sometimes they're in the back of their head when the stress of the game is kind of coming down to the end.
Because you think about it, I mean, professional athletes in general also there's an answer back type of feeling you have. If somebody says something to you, you don't let it go.
Right.
Because it's a competitive nature in all aspects of life. It's the only reason why you're able to get to the degree that you've gotten to in your career. So if a Twitter egg says something or posts a meme and has my face, I'm like, hey, you know what? No. But you have to swallow. It's harder to be a pro athlete these days. But I guess so. We're getting paid more than we ever did before. It works out. So week 8, the final of the score, which was actually the game of the week on Fox, was the game of the week.
Good game.
Unless tonight, the Bills and the Patriots find a way to make that a better game. 29-27 final in Los Angeles, which was, I don't know, it was a thrilling game. I missed part of it because I went and started doing stuff with a 6-year-old kid of mine. And we were watching every point we saw on TV, we were continuing to watch. But the Rams came through wearing the throwback yellow and blues.
I like those.
I like that,
those
right?
Those are St. Louis, Rams.
Once they wore this back in the day, they're in the Coliseum where it used to feel like home. A couple of Cal Bear quarterbacks here greeted each other. And the Rams came out on top. Now, it was a back and forth. They were down, 10-8 in the first half?
Yeah, 10-2.
nothing. It wasn't looking good. Yeah. And but you know what? The defense of the Packers just looked different than they had all season. And the Rams running game was, I think Todd Gurley still was held around under 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, but 100, over 100, and then over an 80 passing as well, or receiving, I should say.
He still comes through, so that's what we were looking for, was the second half for them to look like the Rams again. And again, also 11 straight games for Todd Gurley with a franchise record, 11 straight regular season games with a touchdown.
Wow, would have had more,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, would have had more. And some unhappy gamblers and fantasy football players out there. That's always interesting to me, because when you do I play fantasy football all the time and I get into it, but I've never been like, I got to curse the player out. I get personal about it. But some people are really into it. Now, maybe if I was gambling and I had money on the over, I had money on the point spread, and I see Gurley coming around that corner, and I'm thinking I'm getting the cash out, because some people bet their rent money. They that's how they think they're
part of it that they have.
So they're like, this is it. And then he takes a knee, but not for social injustice. So
let's set up what happened before we go to the video. Let's set up what happened, because, of course, so we'll get to how we got to this point. But the Rams had just recovered a kickoff and basically got a chance to seal the game. They were already up 29-27, and Aaron Rodgers was denied the chance to come back and do an Aaron Rodgers and win this game. And the Rams had a chance to go ahead and go up. They were up by 2, could have gone up by as much as 10. I mean, if you go for the 2-point conversion for no reason. But I mean, as many points you can get since you're talking about spreads. And Todd Gurley did this on this play with only like under a minute left. I think it was around 58 seconds left in the game. He continued. He took another nice play here and decided to do the team move of diving on the ground instead of being selfish.
Yes.
But you know, in my opinion, once he did this though, I was thinking, well, you're still icing the game. You go up by 9 points. You ice the game. It's not like with the 45 to 50 seconds left for Aaron Rodgers, he's gonna go down there and beat you 2 times.
So it wasn't like it was a tie game and it was just gonna make it 7, or they were down by, it wasn't something where if he scored, it would have gave Aaron Rodgers an opportunity with one drive to win. But it still is Aaron Rodgers, so you maybe just don't want to take the risk. I mean, you got literally 100% chance to win if you just kneel on the 1, and you got a 99.9% to win if you score. Why give them the 0.1? Every week we see one of those little charts that shows like the win probability, and it's always one every once in a while. They'd be up at like 99.9, and then they end up losing the game in overtime. Like the Bengals almost lost the game like that, way up. Sorry, Jameis, you might be out of here.
Totally rooting for the Bucs
so he did the right thing for the team, and I thought it was because he's going for records with touchdowns. Absolutely. So that's an easy touchdown that he got. So that tells me a lot about that team, and I think a lot of his teammates and others will respect him.
So much so that even like it's instinct to just go and score a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you're not to have that point where you just broke it free and you're thinking, why would I stop here? And under any kind of normal circumstance, you just don't stop there and do it. But actually, my favorite aspect of this game, outside of the fact that the Rams won again, was so Aaron Rodgers had a normally Aaron Rodgers day, and their defense looked better than it had before. Apparently, Ty Montgomery, who coughed up the ball on that kickoff after the Rams went back up, was visibly and demonstrably upset on the sideline beforehand because he was getting taken out of the game by coaches. I don't know what it was he had done to anger his coaches, but slammed helmets on the bench and threw things around and got upset. And apparently, he didn't like the way the direction the offense was going. So on this upcoming kickoff, the coaches said, just kneel in the end zone if it goes in the end zone. He was 2 yards in the end zone.
Yes.
He wasn't at the goal line where you're like, am I halfway in or am I not? I'm gonna have to bring this out. He brought it out 2 yards out of the end zone, apparently to prove that he still has the ability to do something for this team. It's not just Aaron Rodgers' team. I'm a professional player, damn it. Brought out, was hit around the 20 and lost the ball, and it's over.
That's the difference between Todd Gurley and Ty Montgomery. That's the difference between, I think, Super Bowl teams and teams that are just, good. He was upset, but he had a directive. You got Aaron Rodgers. Just kneel, once again, not for social injustice, but let Aaron Rodgers do his thing. But he's like, I want to take it among myself, and that's I don't like to call it selfish because he's just trying to help the team win. Right. But sometimes you just have to, do what's best for the team. And at that point, what's better for the team? Him potentially running it back 102 yards, or what's more likely to happen? Or Aaron Rodgers going down for a winning, touchdown. Absolutely. Or all it needs is a field goal. They didn't need so it's not even Aaron Rodgers, and I would be scared of Aaron Rodgers trying to get a touchdown. He had over, 2 minutes just to get in field goal range. That's almost 99% right there. So sometimes you get upset, emotions. It's football, it's sports, it's emotions. But now you got to sit back and, maybe that was fate and karma getting the best of you. Now you learn a lesson. You've been humble. Now you got a lesson. If you cheated on your girl, she walked in, you don't learn. You don't learn, maybe you should go to the hotel instead of doing it in your apartment where she has a key. You got to learn sometimes. And Ty Montgomery has learned.
I like these analogies. These are life lessons. You don't just get sports here. You get life lessons on how to cheat effectively.
Hey, don't say my girl watches the show, man. Come
on. So also, one aspect of also trying to do too much.
Yes.
Once you come out, you're not going to come out and get to the 20 or 25, whatever you would have gone, and just kind of tuck down. You're going to make moves, and guess where the ball is?
Yeah, he was loose
exposed.
With it. Yeah,
because you're trying to go somewhere. You're not out there just to make a safety move.
Yeah.
It's not like someone kicked an onside and you got to cover it up.
Trying to get,
You grab the ball and you're like, I'm going.
Right.
And so when you see that as a defender, you go for the ball.
And what happens when you're emotional anyway? You do things that you wouldn't normally do. He's a pretty solid kickoff guy. He's run back hundreds of kickoffs, right? So all of a sudden, though, you're not thinking straight. And now you want, like you said, you're doing more than what you normally would do. Because 9 times out of 10, the best things that happen to you happen just naturally in the flow of things. When you're trying too hard, Yeah, that's when you
do
normally
things
mess
differently.
up.
Also, a fun aspect of this, they said, I don't know how often this happens, but Aaron Rodgers was, again, as visibly upset on the sideline as Ty Montgomery was beforehand, because he said, this was censored in the article I read. What the F is he doing? You down the effing ball. He's like, you know who I am?
Right.
Give me the ball, right?
I mean, it's Jordan in the last 2 minutes, and then someone else taking the shot that Jordan didn't pass to you. Sometimes when I watch my Lakers, right, and I see Lance Stevenson dancing, I like it, right? But sometimes you're like, hey man, you got LeBron, you got Kobe, there's certain aspects or certain players that when you got them, all you want to do is give them an opportunity.
Right.
And if it's Brady, if it's Aaron Rodgers, hell, if it's Russell Wilson, those type, you just want to give him an opportunity. And he took the opportunity away. And you can see the whole bitch was, and you know what I thought was really interesting? Normally when someone messes up naturally, the natural instinct is for people to come over, pat him on the back. It's going to be all right. You're going to get him on the next play. If it's done naturally. With Montgomery, my old boy, he was sitting on the bench like this. And it wasn't nobody within 15 yards of him. Like, no, you messed up and we're not going to give you a hand because you knew. We heard them when they told you to take a knee. We heard them. Now all of a sudden you don't want to protest in the end zone.
Do you guys want full TYT episodes?
Yeah!
So download YouTube TV and get a 7-day free week trial.